Well, it's weird to see me in reverse. I also look, I really tired. I look sleepy, sleepy eyes. This is a Oliva Melanio Series V. Melanio. Let me look. Melanio. I have smoked several of these and I really enjoy them. I've bought several boxes, as a matter of fact, of different sizes. And I believe this is a Toro, and I'm very much enjoying it with some coffee. Playing with my camera, I'm wondering if I can actually utilize this. Really curious as to why my face is so incredibly red. I wonder if it's being up against the yellow background or if it's being the blueness of my shirt. My shirt looks particularly blue. The hoodie that I'm wearing, gonna have to get used to the way things look on the camera and whether or not the sound is coordinated properly. I don't think it is. I may need to get a new camera. I don't know. It's possible. I believe, oh, how interesting. So I've been looking at, got the app open, looking at several different things here. That's fine. I'm going to make you go away. I don't think you can see what I'm doing, but that's okay. What are you looking at here? Why are you open? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm new at this. Should I do this? And it's one bald head. I tell you what. I used to have hair. You know, probably every bald man or bald woman had hair at one time or another. While we are born bald, we generally then will grow hair in, on our heads and in strange places as we get older. I am enjoying this cigar, I have to say. Oh, I can pause it. Okay, so I'm getting used to the new camera. It's not a new camera. I'm actually using it, which I have not done before. Should probably hold it like that. Do I look up? No, that's silly. And so I'm moving the window, the frame, side to side, and obviously it does not affect where the camera is looking at. If I move the monitor, which is attached to the, that I like, you can see my knives in the background. I don't know how to highlight them. I am a butcher, and those are my work knives in the background. I have to look this way to go that way. Not used to this, but that's okay. Wondering if I should podcast or do YouTube videos or whatever. It's actually weird. I'm sitting here looking at myself and clearly talking to myself because I don't think anybody will ever see this. And yet I find myself babbling quite a bit, which that's okay. I do prefer, you know, a slimmer ring gauge. This, however, is a box press cigar, so it's not like holding a kielbasa in your mouth. I do find them to be, let's see how I can hold that up. So as you can see, it's a box press, wider and thinner. Got a nice little ash going. I find these are really nice cigars. Really good flavor, really good construction. I've been watching a lot of cigar review videos, and there are quite a few really excellent ones, and quite a few not to my taste ones, but that's okay. There's plenty to choose from. I've never done any performance like this before. I don't know if it'll be actually bearable to watch on review. I've already gotten 6 minutes in, and I don't know whether or not I will even bother to look at this again. Or not. You know what I'm going to do? While I'm sitting here in front of my computer, I'm going to go over to the Oliva website. I'm going to give you some specifics about the Melanio. Am I over 21? Yes, in fact, I am. There's a Surgeon General warning. Tobacco use increases the risk of infertility, stillbirth, and low birth weight. Well, I'm old. I'm not going to have any more children, and low weight is not really one of my issues. So let me go over to the Serie V Melanio. Oh, look at that. It just pops right up. An Ecuadorian wrapper with a Nicaraguan binder and a Nicaraguan filler. Serie V Melanio is hand-rolled using expertly fermented Ligero fillers. I don't know what Ligero means. Leaves known for their robust and rich flavor, so that's what that means. This special cigar is sure to exceed a premium cigar smoker's highest expectation. This carefully aged Jalapa blend produces a particularly flavored smoke, rated 96 and the 2014 Cigar of the Year. Okay, let's explore this cigar line. I'm going to move this over here so I'm actually looking at you. Okay, let me do that. The 7x50 Churchill, Best Cigar of the Year 2013. The Melanio 6x6 Double Toro, 93 in the Cigar Journal. Melanio 6x5x52 Figuardo, 2014 Cigar of the Year, rating 96. 6.5x52 Torpedo, rated 95. 6x52 Toro. 5x52 Robusto. So you know what? I'm smoking the Robusto. I do prefer a shorter smoke. A lot of that is just for time constraints. I often don't have. I'm a slow smoker, so I don't often I can make a 4-inch cigar last like over an hour, and this cigar is going to last me probably an hour and a half, give or take. Here's a 4x5x46 Petite Corona, and I just bought several boxes of the 2023 Figurino, which I'm sitting on for the moment. I do have a box of the Toros, and I do have a box of Robustos. And I just bought a box of the Figuardos, and I'm sitting on those for a minute. I have a Tupperware, a big one, that I'm sitting on them. I'm going to put a little age on them, and then we'll see what else they've got here. Flor de Oliva, Serie V. Here's the Serie V and the Serie V Maduro. Oh my goodness, I said something. Oh, I said Siri, and my phone started talking to me. How interesting. And look, the Serie V Maduro, the Series V Maduro, and the Oliva Serie V Maduro, Holt Guitar Company. Look at that. Okay. Gonna put you back where you were. Over hither. Okay. I suppose I can go get some cigars and show them. I'm sitting next to my humidor here, which you can't see. Very tasty. Not going to offer up a lot as far as a review or even offer up notes and things. I'm kind of getting over a bit of a cold and my taste buds are muted. You know, I find this to be a very tasty cigar. Here is my humidor. Pardon me. I'm going to pull out some cigars that I've got in here just for, you know what they say, shits and giggles. Here's a cigar that I don't think is available anymore. This is a Zulu. I believe this is Puerto Rican tobacco, if that's a thing. It says Puerto Rico on it, or maybe that's somebody's name. Hold on, let me look up this cigar while I'm right here. This I got, this was recommended to me by the lady. Zulu, Connecticut by Gran Habano. Gran Habano Zulu. Very interesting, because the one I have does not look. Okay, this is the Lancero, 7.5 by 40. I think mine might even be smaller. Perhaps not. Created many years ago for his private collection by George Rico himself. A unique blend of a cigar, comes in 2 different wrappers, a Connecticut and a Habano. Don't know which one is which. Ah, okay, George Rico, so it's not Puerto Rico. Ha ha ha. It's got this very interesting long wrapper over it. I only have the one left. I think I only bought 2. Made in Miami. Limited run, part of the STK Miami line. Very interesting. Where did I put? Oh, that goes down here. Sorry, that goes in the bottom. I have, this is the last of my Royal Butera. Oop, sorry, I don't know how to work this camera well. I've had several boxes of these. I've had these for well more than 5 years. It's the last one I have. You can see the cellophane is, I mean, everything looks yellow against that background, but these were, I had a little trouble with some of the construction on these, but those are a very tasty cigar. Here's a Tatuaje. This is a black label. I've also been sitting on this for quite a few years. Tasty cigar, a little strong. I do have a bit of a beginner's palate, so some things that more advanced smokers might find to be more in their wheelhouse read a little strong to me. This is a Drew Estate. This is the Habano. I really like this cigar a lot. I actually bought it by mistake. I was looking up the Titan de Bronze cigar factory, and I went to go buy they have a Drew Estate, also a Herrera Esteli, and that's a Miami, and I got the Habano by mistake. And I'll tell you a secret, I like the Habano more than I like the Miami. And honestly, I find the construction on the Habano to be better than the construction on the Miami. I have the Miami, in fact, right here. I keep going the wrong way. Look, it's in 3D. It's not really in 3D. But I like these cigars a lot. I went and I bought a box. And with that box came a free sampler pack. Here is the Drew Estate Undercrown. I believe that's what it's called. Yes, the Undercrown. This is the shade, the Connecticut shade. And this is the Maduro, which I have not. I smoke one of the Connecticut shade. I really enjoy it. I have not smoked the Maduro yet. I have two of them. I'm going to get around to that. This is a La Polina. I bought a box of the Goldies. Number 2, the Lancero. And they sent me a 5-pack of the White Label, which I find really terrific. Honestly, I really enjoyed that cigar a lot. Here is an actual Cuban, and Antonio and Cleopatra, all Havana. This was given to me by a friend years ago. I got it mostly because I like the glass tube, and it also, oddly enough, comes pre-drilled, as it were. I just dropped my ash all over my foot. Excuse me one moment. Yeah, I like this cigar. I like this cigar a lot. I should really figure out better timing as to when to tip my ash, but hey, c'est la vie, right? It's my office. I'm fortunate enough to have a family that does not complain about my smoking in the house, although I do limit my smoking to my office, where I keep the window open, and I have a very large air purifying device, although honestly I find that leaving the window open does a better job with with or without the air purifier. There you go. What I find to happen is that the air purifier actually just sort of hangs on to the smoke within the purifier walls itself, and when I run the purifier, I just sort of start recirculating the aroma of old cigar. So today I just have the window open, and it'll be okay. It'll be okay. What else do we have here? I'm getting it. I think that's it for. All right. Yeah. So I've got this Romeo y Prieta 1875. I've smoked one of these. I had a lot of trouble with the construction. It just I have a perfect draw. One of these doodads, right? And I kind of went to town on it, and it took a lot of work, but I got it to behave itself, and it fixed it. It did fix it. It, you know, interestingly, when I put a review, I bought it from Famous Smokes, the online store, and they asked me to review it. I enjoyed the flavor, I did, but I noted that like, you know what, the construction was not great. And I think I gave it like a 4 stars because I did enjoy the cigar. I hate to slam something, particularly when I enjoyed it, but I want to be honest and be like, hey, nice cigar. But somebody in customer service wrote me back, and they're like, we're sorry it wasn't perfect for you, and like, here's a $15 gift certificate to use on the website, and sorry. And I was I'm in the customer service business myself, and I was very impressed with that. And then I went and bought more cigars. So there you go. Here's this is a Macanudo Cru Royale. I was on vacation one year. I went to Rhode Island with my family, and I wanted there was a tobacco shop, a tobacconist right there in Rhode Island. I called a friend of mine who knew stuff, and he's like, well, because I hadn't been much of a cigar smoker. I think this was a good 10 years ago, maybe even more. And I was in the cigar shop, and he said, what are you standing in front of? And I was standing right in front of a Macanudo Cru Royale Lonsdale. And he said, oh, they're surprisingly good. Macanudo has it's an everyday cigar. It can be a little blah, but he said the Cru Royale was very tasty, and he knows his stuff. He blends his own pipe tobacco, and so I bought a couple of the Lonsdale, and then I ended up buying a couple boxes. This is years ago, and I've since smoked through them, and now they don't make the Lonsdale anymore, which is sad, because I thought that was a terrific cigar. And as I said, I prefer slimmer ring gauge. I just do. But when I started smoking cigars again about a year ago, I grabbed some of these are Robustos or Toros or whatever they make, and I like them. I think my palate has moved past them. I do enjoy them still. Honestly, though, the last one I smoked, the construction was awful. And I had a really tough time smoking it, and then I tried to clear it out with the perfect draw, and I think I screwed it up, and I ended up just like, and this is something I rarely do, but I just got rid of it. I was barely half smoked. But I have a few more. I'll probably smoke them. I may get them again. The price is nice. And so there you go. These are two of the same sized Arturo Fuentes. These are the Grand Reserve. These are both, whoop, hold the phone. Hold the phone. I'm getting a phone call, and I'll put you on pause. Well, forgive me. I've been on the phone for 10 minutes, which there's my bald head again. You can't tell because I put the camera on hold. The magic of television. I have also turned on a fan, and I have turned on my air purifier because my room is getting very smoky and a little bit uncomfortable. So I'm moving some air around, and if there's noise in the background, I don't think I'm ever going to show this to anybody, so c'est la vie. So there we go again, is these two Arturo Fuente Grand Reserves. These are Lancero, these are, I believe, I have to look them up. I'm going to do that right this minute. I think they're Lanceros. I have one. One is a Claro, or a Candela wrapper, and I'm going to look to see. I don't think it's a Connecticut. I think it's something else. Now I had originally I was looking for a Candela. I'm going to go to Fuente All Brands, the Grand Reserva. Now you know, as a rule, I very much like the Arturo Fuente cigars. I had originally bought a Candela. I went to a smoke shop not far from here, where I live. I live in Northern California. The smoke shop was in either Concord or Pleasant Hill, which is in the East Bay, over the hill, as we say here. And I wanted to try a Candela, because I had, when I was a kid, and I'm not a kid anymore, there was a friend of the family, and he would get like literally bags of like 100 cigars. They would come in a plastic bag, and they were all Candela wrappers. And people, you know, cigar chomping dudes, you wouldn't call them dudes back then, but you know, cigar chomping men, and they would just chew the shit out of you know, like when I started smoking cigars, I always thought, oh, I'm gonna chew on it and chew on it and chew on it, and like they would turn the end of their cigar into this wet, sticky mess, and they were often green, and I always thought cigars were green. Let me get back to this Arturo Fuente, not the Hemingway. These are not the Hemingways. These are the Grand Reservas. Not really sure. Anyway, the first one I bought was an 858, and I very much enjoyed it. And then I went and I bought just the Grand Reserva, which I don't think it was as good, but I like it very much. It's a very, very, very mild cigar. These are Spanish Lonsdales. They're 6.5 by 42. So it is a Lonsdale. They're a really good price. And I like them. I'm gonna buy a box of the 858, and I'm gonna get the Candelas. Let me find out. The Spanish Lonsdale is it's a natural, and it's a Cameroon wrapper. That's what it is. Also a cigar I enjoy a lot. Also a really good price. Sorry to not be paying attention to you. Yes, Cameroon wrapper. They do make a Maduro. Regardless, their cigars I enjoy a great deal. Kind of a go-to, really nice price. I'm going to go in the other room and grab a box of some stuff. some more recent purchases. And so this is my fancy wooden humidor that you can't see. I'm going to go get one of my Tupperdoors and let you take a peek at that. All right, I'm back. I went into the other room and I grabbed one of my Tupperdoors. And this is, I've got a lot of loose cigars in here. And some of these I smoked, some of these I have not. So let me start with the ones that I have not, and because that's going to be quick, because I'm going to say that's this cigar, I haven't tried it yet. So this is a McAuliffe. I believe this is the Black Robusto, McAuliffe Black Robusto. I saw this on a cigar review website, and you know, it's interesting. I've been watching these cigar review websites, and you know, it's true what they say. One man's poison is another man's, I don't know what the rest of it is, but this website, these fellas were just like, oh my God, I love this cigar, I love this cigar, I love this cigar. And I went to another website and the guy is just like, I fucking hate these cigars. So I will let you know, and we'll take it from there. Here's another one I have not smoked yet. This is the CAO Pilon. These guys also recommended this, and the other website that hated the McAuliffe really liked this cigar, so I'm hoping. Going to need a quick relight here. Hold the phone. You get to watch me do this. Oh, so you can't watch, but now there you go. I'm going to have to get used to this, doing stuff publicly here. Okay. This is an Ashton VSG. This Virgin Sun Grown. I have high hopes for this cigar. I have not smoked one yet. This is the I believe this is the 42, and it's a 6x42. And then I have this EP Carrillo, The Pledge. Also, this is one of those I love it, I hate it cigars. With this one website that recommended the other several. Really liked this cigar, and then I went to another review site and they hate it. They hate it. They hate it. Overrated, blah, blah, blah. I'll let you know when I get there. Now, on to some things that I have smoked. This is the Alec Bradley Prensado. This one's a moose. This is a 6x60, which I have to be honest, I goofed and I bought the wrong size because I really don't care for ring gauges really over 54 or 56. Much prefer a thinner ring gauge, and I hit the wrong button and I got a 6x60. I very much like the Prensado. I'll live with it, or if I hate them, I will give them away. Here is a Prensado in a much smaller ring gauge. Well, you can tell there. This is a Churchill. I'll go take a look and see exactly what size this is. I'm sitting here next to my oh, excuse me, my computer, and I'm going to take a look at exactly what I had bought. I'll have to go to a different. So I generally buy from Famous Smokes and then I buy from Smoke Inn. As I said, I'm pretty much a noob when it comes to cigars. I like them very much. I have a touch of disposable income, so I can go ahead and fiddle with these things. Let's see what I got here. And this is, nope. I have to go back another one. Now this is funny because now I can't seem to find what okay, they are Churchills, 7 by 48. There we go. There you go. And then the other one is actually it's a double T. The Alec Bradley, the big one, is actually a 6 by 62, but it's a box press, so I don't know if it's the same as a fully round cigar, or because it's a box press. I'm not sure if it's different. So I have the box press. I started with the when I got the Alec Bradleys initially, the Prensado, I bought the Robusto, which is a 5, I believe it's a 5 by 54. Let me check there. So I'm bouncing back and forth. Forgive me for bouncing back and forth so much and not paying attention to you. They are Robustos, 5 by 50s. Okay, so there you go. And what else do we have here? Now we move into also stuff I've smoked. I have smoked the Prensados. I think they're terrific. Very complex flavors. Quite interesting. I like them a lot. So I got more. Now we move into some of my favorite stuff. These are one of my favorite cigars. These are the Avos, the AVO, Avo, and these are the XO, and this is an Intermezzo, which I like a lot. And then I have the Intermezzo is a Robusto. I believe it's a 5 by 52. I will look that up right now. Sorry, Avo XO. It's a 5 by 50, and I think my all-time favorite is the Naturno, right? Which is the 5 by 42, which is you know what? I've got those in another humidor, and I actually just bought a box of those. I bought a box of Tubos, which are, this is an Intermezzo, which I bought from a cigar store in a tubo, and I smoked that one, and I moved I bought a 5-pack of the Intermezzos, and I put it right in here. This is the Preludio. Okay, this is a 6 by 42, and you know what's weird is it's the same. It's a 6 by 40. Okay, and oddly enough, it's very similar to the Naturno. It's a little bigger, but there's something about it I don't like nearly as much as the Naturno. And I don't know whether it's the batch in particular that I bought. I think think they've got too much wrapper on them, which sounds weird because the wrapper brings a lot of flavor to the cigar, as we know. Um, don't really understand why they are the way they are. But if I had my choice between the Naturno, the 5x42, and the Preludio, the 6x40, I would take the Naturno every single time. This is how do we pronounce that? Mace Toso, which is basically it's a Churchill. It's a 7 by, I think it's a 7x50. Let me take a quick peek at that. Where is it? Where is it? And why is it being hard to find? There it is. Oh, there is 7x48, so it's a Churchill. As I said, one of my, there's something. I know this may sound silly, but like, as far as these strike me as stereotypical a cigar as I've ever cigared. You know what I mean? They seem to have everything going for them that I'm looking for in a cigar. Okay, this is nice and tight. I have this Sistema Tupperdoor. Very airtight, really holds moisture well. There's probably 30 cigars in here. I have a couple of Boveda packs. I'm running at about between 68 and 70% humidity in here. It's a little cool in my house because it's winter and I have terrible insulation, and I keep them in a closet that doesn't have a heat register. My house tends to run about 50% humidity, give or take, particularly in the winter when the forced air heating is going. So these are really effective humidors. This is a larger humidor, and I've got them in cedar trays, all of which I bought on Amazon. And this is another one that's really effective for keeping in. This runs about 70 all the time. I have quite a few different kinds of cigars in here. And then, so let's start at the bottom. And this, because of the cedar trays, I get the humidor takes on a very, very nice cedar aroma. Here I've got my Father Le Bijou 1922 and my Father the Judge. Both cigars I like a lot. I did go out and buy a box of my Father the Judge. They're sitting in my other humidor. That's a big one. I only have boxes in that one. Both of these cigars I like a lot. Clearly I like the Judge better. I've heard some people say it's their favorite cigar of all time. I heard other people complain that they're giant pepper bombs and they don't like them. I like them. My palate is not wildly sophisticated. I have a lot of times I just think, well, it tastes like cigar. I haven't done a lot of like comparative smoking. I know when I like them, I know when I hate them, and I know when I'm like meh. And honestly, sometimes I'll have the same cigar and I'll think, my God, that's the best thing I've ever had, and other times I'll be like, well, meh. So there you go. So here I have, this is a, I'm old, I don't see well. I believe this is a Colmena Florfina, and I got this. This is one of those ones they make at the Titan de Bronce factory. tasty. You know, sometimes the construction on these are terrible. And it's weird because this place is supposed to be, you know, all that and a bag of chips as far as uh, rolling cigars. I do like them a great deal, but I've had some issues with them, I have to be honest. Here is a La Polina once again, done at the Titan de Bronce factory in Florida, I believe Miami. This is a La Polina Goldie. This is the I believe this is the Prominente. I hope I'm saying that correctly. These are my special occasion cigars. These are some of my more expensive cigars that I've gotten. They are beautiful, beautiful aroma. Uh, I'm kind of hanging on to them because they are more expensive than other things that I've used in the I've smoked in the past. Um, um, so here I have a series of Series V Milanios. These are two different sizes, and then this is the first one I bought, which I'm still sitting on because it was, oh, it's getting a little moldy on there. Don't want that. This is the Faguardo. Delicious. I have to move this, excuse me. And over here I have an Arturo Fuente. This is the Reserva Don Carlos. Terrific, terrific stuff. This is the Robusto. I have a couple of these left. This is one of my favorites. This is an El Oso, the Cub, by Warped. This is made at the Titan de Bronce factory in Miami. Again, very complex flavors, very unique flavors to my palate, and I very much enjoy the cigar. Relatively strong, flavor-wise, and very unique. It's really like it. I really like it a lot. This is a Southern Draw Rose of Sharon, super mild, super mild. Um, good good smokable cigar, easy draw, but sometimes I kind of like, I've had a couple of these and I wish there was a little more to it. They are known for their mildness, and you're not kidding. So there you go. And then in the top drawer here, I'm going to take off my, it's getting warm in here, so I'm going to take off my jacket. My t-shirt here says Yak and Yeti. It's a Nepalese, Tibetan, Indian restaurant up in Napa that I like to go to. It's very delicious food. So I have several. I have La Roma de Cuba, Mi Amor. I'm not crazy about these. I don't dislike them. They're okay. They're okay. I'm going to give, I have a few more. I'm looking forward to letting them, to trying more of them. This is a La Aurora. This is a Cameroon wrapper. I've had some of these. Yeah, I'm kind of sitting on them. I'm going to let them go in my humidor for a while and come back to them. And then down to the last two here. This is a Corojo. Gran Habano Maduro. These are also, I enjoy these. They're distinctly flavored. I think it's because of the Maduro. I haven't smoked a lot of Maduros. I know some people swear by them, but it's a good cigar, and I do enjoy it's a torpedo. I like it, and this is a Plasencia Alma del Fuego. I follow the pro wrestler Taz on Twitter, and he had these, and he showed off his humidor, and he had some of these. He also had some of the really expensive ones, the Alma Fuerte. I figured I'd start with these. These are strongly flavored, a really enjoyable smoke, sort of box pressed, not as prominent as the Melanio or the Alec Bradley Prensados, but very tasty cigar, good on a walk. I'm going to need a relight here because I'm talking so much. I would make smoke rings if I could, but I'm not very good at them. So, and I've got like 2 fans going, so it seems quite silly to even try. So, I believe, you know what, I do have in, you know what, I'm going to go get a few boxes of things and show you what I have as boxes. And then we'll wrap this up. Hold on. Stay right there. Okay, I returned. I'm sorry if you missed me, but I am back. This is the last of my stuff here. So let me start with, so more or less everything you've seen. I have a box of My Father the Judge. I have a box of the, and they're all wrapped in cellophane, interestingly enough, except for a couple. Very pretty. Very pretty. Just, it's oddly enough, it's a box of 23. And when you take the cigars out, there's a block of cedar in there, or a block of wood of some kind that fills in the space where the other 2 should go. I'm not really sure why they do that. There's 8 per. Really probably should have gotten 24 in there for some reason. I don't know why 23 is their number. I bet there's a reason. Here is a box. Here is a box of the Series V Melanio. These are Toros. Okay. And this it's a very pretty box. Hard for you to see, I know. But they come with the paper, blah blah blah, and then interestingly enough, they come with. Oh, that smells so good. These are uncellophaned cigars, and these are the Toros. So these are a 6, I believe 6 by 54. Put the cedar lives right on the top of them, and then the ribbon, and then the paper, and there's it's not so much, it's not a date stamp as it just, I believe it's an inspection sticker. So these are the Toros, and then I just got these. This is a box of the Figuardos. Oop, I forgot that. That goes in here. Okay, so this is the box of the Figuardos. Okay, and this has another inspector number 286. Okay, I know you can't see this, but it's one of those kinks I'm going to have to figure out. And these are a very good-looking cigar. This is the Figuardo. I believe the other one I showed you was probably just a torpedo, but you can see the Figuardo having both ends almost. It's not quite a perfecto, which is a great shape, in my humble opinion. And again, there's the ribbon, and then the paper. Doesn't quite sit. Oh, I see what the issue is. Don't want to mess it up. Do want it to be pretty. So the boxes themselves sit inside a humidor. These don't have any humidification within the box. So I keep them in a humidified environment in a big, giant thing. Then I've got, these are the box. This is the box I told you about. This is the Avo. This is the Naturno. And it's a box of Tubos. There's 20 in here, and these have a nice, it's sealed up and everything, and these I'm going to sit on for a long time. They're in the Tubo. They'll age more slowly. I like the orange. These are Coronas, which are really the Naturnos, which are the small ones, which I like a great deal. Naturno Tubos, handmade in the Dominican Republic. I should probably put a little date on the box just to make a note of when I got them. Here's another fun box from Oliva. This is the Series Vivo Milanio. This is a 6 cigar sampler. Okay, and this is there's a set of Maduros. There's 3 each. There's Maduros, and there's the regular, I believe Dominican or Nicaraguan. There's a Churchill. There's a Figuardo, and there's also, and this is only available in the sampler pack, there's a Lancero, a 38 ring gauge cigar, and you can only get them in the sampler packs, which is how I ended up with them. I actually have more than, I have 2. So there you go. Then I've got, here's the Herrera Esteli Drew Estate. This is the Lonsdale Deluxe, okay, and this is the Habano that I was talking about earlier. They're one of my favorites, if not maybe my favorite, and I got a box of 25. and they're terrific. I'm looking forward to sitting on these for a while and having them. I have a few loose ones that I've had for a minute. I'll smoke through those, and then I'll get around to uh, this box. And now I just got these. These are. This is a box of Long Live the Queen by Caldwell, and this is another one of those. Oh my God, I love it. It's the best cigar I ever smoked, and oh my God, I hate it. I don't know why anybody would smoke these cigars. But this is a box of 10 that I got. I have not smoked any yet. I'm going to sit on them because I got them. I've been having. I've only been sitting on them for like a week, and I want them to acclimate to my humidor a little bit before I pull one out. They're 7 by 38, my kind of size. So I feel like I'm going to enjoy them, and I will let you know when I do. And here is one of the first boxes I ever got, and this is probably why I should never watch television or the internet or anything, because as soon as somebody says they like it and it's really good, I have to have it. I have to have it. So this is a La Palina. This is the Goldie number 2 this is the Series 2 collection. And as soon as somebody says they don't make a lot of them and they're super special and they only make like one every 600 years, I have to have it. I have to. So I bought it. I haven't smoked any yet because they were expensive, but they certainly are absolutely gorgeous. They're a 7 by 38, beautifully made. They smell delicious. These these were expensive, at least for me. I don't, spend, 60 bucks or $100 for a cigar. I know they're available, but that's a beautiful cigar. Like I said, that is a beautiful cigar. I'm going to special occasion these, and I'm going to sit on these for a minute. They're sitting in my humidor. They're doing fine by themselves. They keep themselves company, and it'll be okay. And like I said, I'm looking forward to them. Sorry, not looking at you. I have to, when I do the playback, I'm going to take a look and see what this looks like and how annoying I am on the video. I have not. Sorry again. You know what I'd really like? Just because you didn't ask, I'll tell you. I would really like a humidified room where I can keep all my cigars and not necessarily have to humidify each and every single box and stuff. Oh, you know what? I have one more thing to show you. You stay right there. Okay. So last thing I have to show you. That's hitting really nice right now. Once again, another Oliva Series V Melanio. This is the 2023 Special Edition Figurino. These are lovely cigars. Let me show you. The box itself, inside and out, is beautiful. Let me hold this away for you. Whoop. There we go. And these are what they call, as you probably know, these are short perfectos. And They are short, um, and it is this lovely perfecto shape. And these are special edition only. And so, in my inimitable magpie fashion, I got two boxes. These actually come with a big Boveda pack. There's a layer of cigars, and then they're sitting on a tray, and then there's a Boveda pack underneath. Um, because I tell you what, I don't keep these in a humidor because the box, whatever they use to shellac the box and then to glue the felt to the underside, smells terrible. And this, I tell you what, this is my only complaint about this lovely box, is that the way it's made smells awful. And I think they knew that because they did build the box so that you could put humidification underneath it. And so I keep them outside of my humidors, and I check the humidity every once in a while. Uh, and I look at make sure the Boveda pack is still immersed. And there you go. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully this won't be the last.